What's up guys, Jake here, and in this video I'm bringing you as a Far Cry 4 review, just for anybody who is curious about the game, whether or not they should be playing it or not. And I'm going to say right now it is a fun game, although I have quite a few problems with it. I'm going to start out with those because it seems as though the internet loves negativity, so that's what I'm going to start out with. So first of all, the story. Now the story in itself is very weak. It's pretty stupid, to be perfectly honest, and I know this game, for me at least, is not really about the story, it's just about all the stuff you can do, and trust me, there's plenty of that. But if you're in it for the story, then you may be a bit disappointed playing this game because the story is really stupid. I thought Far Cry 3's story was immersive enough to where you wanted to keep going with the missions, although a lot of the side stuff was really fun to do as well. This game, it starts off very promising. The opening cutscene has the bad guy, and he's crazy. He's very crazy, similar to the last one, if not more crazy. But after that, you're basically just dropped into the world. There's really no explanation of how you get so good at fighting and you can liberate all these outposts. You're basically there to spread your mother's ashes, who's from this Himalayan sort of country. And but all of a sudden you're just helping the Golden Path, which are the good guys in this game, and there's really no explanation as to why you're helping them and why you don't just go spread the ashes and leave. Like, you're just helping them and you liberate all these outposts. It seemed in like Far Cry 3 you had the tattoos, and those kind of symbolized your progress in the game, and you can definitely tell how in the beginning you were really feeble compared to the bad guys and the wildlife and stuff. Maybe not the bad guys, but the wildlife. Like, tigers could come out of nowhere and just wreck you if you weren't careful. But in this game, it doesn't seem that way at all. You're just kind of dropped in, and you have weapons, but most of them are good enough to kill any sort of animal or bad guy that you might encounter. And the story itself just doesn't really make any sense. It's pretty weak, to be perfectly honest. Some people may disagree, but to be honest, it's really, in my opinion, it's not a very good story at all. There are also a lot of constant pop-ups, which are extremely annoying. Now, these are sort of to remind you of the different things you can do, which is cool because there's lots of, like I said, lots of different stuff for you to do in this game, but they're constantly reminding you of this stuff. Like, for example, there's a system they implemented called the karma system, where if you help people when they're in trouble, you get karma, and that gives you discounts at the stores and stuff like that, which is a cool idea. But constantly, whenever you're trying to go do, the mission you're supposed to be doing, the little purple triangle will pop up or whatever and say, oh, these people need help. But you'll run back to help them, and by the time you get back there, the animal or whatever was attacking them already killed them, and you've failed that karma mission. And there's plenty of them for you to do, but it's just really annoying. Like, if you liberate an outpost and you leave, like 5 seconds later, they'll say, oh, turn around, we're being attacked, we need your help. And it just gets kind of annoying sometimes. You want to get to what you're doing and not have all this stuff happen. Like right here, this eagle is attacking these people, and it's really easy to kill the eagle. You just have to shoot it once and it dies, but these people are just aiming around like dumbasses here. And the balance of power missions kind of annoy me as well. There are missions in the campaign itself where you get to pick who's going to be the new leader of the place, but it really kind of flip-floppy in that if you pick like one person's mission, then if you pick the other person's mission next, then all of a sudden they're the new leader. It doesn't really make any sense. And the missions themselves are good. I like being able to choose which one I want to do, but I don't like it when the people nag me for like 10 minutes afterwards I pick the other person's. Then the person who didn't get their mission picked gets really upset and just tells you how much of an idiot you are because you didn't do this. Like, I wanted to go burn all the opium, which is way more fun than securing it and then selling it all. That's not as fun to me. I want to be able to do something fun, so I wanted the flamethrower to go burn it all. But and then obviously the chick is just giving me, she's letting me have it right now for not selling it all, and I'm like, okay, well, we're not drug dealers, so whatever. But balance of power missions are kind of annoying to me, and the wildlife itself is very annoying as well. It seems like the dogs and the eagles themselves seem to come out of nowhere and just slow you down. Basically, they're not gonna kill you, but they're really just kind of annoying, especially if you're trying to be stealthy. All of a sudden, like 5 dogs will come out of nowhere, and it's easiest to kill them with a shotgun or something unsilenced. So that's kind of annoying, the wildlife itself. But with all these negatives, and they're really not the biggest deal in the world, they're just some things I've noticed that I figured people might want to know. The game itself is a fantastically fun game. Now, it's fun, like I said, the story is kind of weak, but the game itself is very fun. There's tons of stuff for you to do. There's different weapons, wildlife, enemies that you can fight, and tons of ways you can kill people. They added tons of different stuff, such as beehives, like you saw in the beginning. You can shoot a beehive, and the bees can go out and kill people, which is cool. And just lots of different ways for you to kill people and to sort of immerse yourself in this game. Now, like I said, there's lots of weapons and different wildlife for you to kill and you can craft from. And there's lots of vehicles as well. You can ride elephants, hovercraft sort of helicopter things. Lots of amazing stuff in this game for you to do. And they threw it all in a massive world. So there's really no point where you can be like, oh, well, I don't really have anything to do. Because there's always something to do in this game. The campaign itself doesn't seem like it'd be that long. But with all the other stuff in the game, this game could easily take over 100 hours to completely finish. And as well as that, they added a multiplayer and some custom missions. Nobody plays the multiplayer, but the custom missions seem pretty cool. And as you saw in that cutscene, the graphics are very good, as well as the sounds. The sounds are great as well. I think music really makes a game sort of immersive, and the sounds definitely do the game justice, as well as the graphics. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. I don't know. I just felt like talking about the game and, giving you guys my opinion on it. And if you guys agree or disagree, let me know in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.